And the LGBTQ plus community are calling for justice after the death of a 30-year-old trans woman who called LAPD for help. She wound up being shot and killed by officers.
Fox 11 Susan Hirasuna is here now with the body-worn camera video.
Yes, on February 7th, Linda Becerra Moran called 911. Moran told police that she was imprisoned in a Pacoima motel room and had been beaten and raped. She also said she wanted to commit suicide. LAPD released the body-worn camera video, but are not commenting on Moran's shooting and death.
We've been here time and time and time again in front of this building demanding that they do something about mental health. We have countless cases, time after time, where someone is experiencing a mental health crisis. Oscar Leon Sanchez, for one, Takar Smith, that series of deaths in January of last year, all in 1 month, where these officers are not equipped to handle these type of situations. So what do we have? The mental evaluation unit, which is an under-resourced part of this department, which should have been brought in to help this person who is obviously in crisis. Because what officers are trained to do is shoot and kill, not help and respond and empathize. That is not what they're trained to do. It should be, but they're not. So you need to bring in the professionals to de-escalate the situation and address the mental health crisis, which they failed to do in this case, even though they recognized it. They should have called the mental health team right away.
Hey, you check her head? Hey. That just, and she said she is danger to self.
That's how the first video released by LAPD begins, when officers responded to Linda Moran's 911 call. She told that operator that a man was holding her against her will and bringing men to her room. As officers continue to figure out her situation,
They own her some money.
Moran's attitude shifts and is clearly in crisis. Eventually, Moran grabs a knife and holds it against her throat.
Just back up a little bit. We're going to leave her space in the...
Officers back out of the room. Only one officer is seen with his gun drawn. It's when she approaches, the officer fires.
Relax.
That's even though moments earlier, they are heard saying that they had less than lethal weapons available.
You have less lethal? Because you're going to be lethal, right? Slow and steady.
Moran was sent to the hospital. 20 days later, she was taken off life support.
We were the ones that sat with her as they pulled the plug, and police tried to be there with us, and we insisted that police not be in the room as she passed away because she never left her hostage situation.
Activists in the trans community stood united in front of LAPD headquarters.
Stop killing us! And stop killing us!
Also speaking out, Moran's sister, Belgica.
Porque hoy fue ella, mañana puede ser otra.
I am here today asking for justice, for us to be heard, because today it was her. Today was her. Tomorrow it could be another one of us.
At no point did she ever threaten the officers with that knife. It was as clear as day that she was undergoing a mental health crisis.
The LAPD has a mental evaluation unit, and that unit should have or could have been called to help Moran, but activists call it under-resourced. There are lots of questions, but LAPD officers, LAPD in general, are not properly trained to handle those in mental crisis, so say the activists. And now we did reach out to the LAPD for comment, but as a rule, when the department has pending litigation, they do not answer media's questions.
And the officer involved or officers involved are on administrative leave during
At this point, I have not heard whether or not they have put the officer on administrative leave, but clearly there's an investigation.
Right.
It always is when there's an officer-involved shooting.
Yeah, and often that's the protocol. All right, Susan, thank you so much.